First essay about food production. So, experts throughout both the developing and developed world, so add an article there, have debated whether food should be transported before consumption or consumed locally. That's good. While some believe that only local farmers' products must be consumed in order to preserve the environment and support the economy, personally I strongly disagree. Fine. This essay will argue that globalization of trade is a positive development, using examples from the Ukrainian government and agricultural professionals to demonstrate points and prove arguments. Okay, so you've provided a clear thesis. That's fine, good. On the one hand, there's ample evidence that import and export boosts, you need an S there, boosts economies. The central reason behind this is twofold. Firstly, international trade helps to buy goods and materials not available locally because many places have a surplus of some products and a deficit of others. So delete the. Okay. Secondly, the free market economy combined with effective logistics helps to reduce the costs and uses financial resources effectively. So uses there. Okay. For example, recent empirical research by the Ukrainian government demonstrates that 90% of all export income is spent on import needs. So I think you've made a mistake with all then, you mean on. Okay. It also must not be forgotten that although our country is regarded as, okay, this is a spelling mistake, rich is spelled R-I-C-H. Rich in, I would say in its food supply. It sounds better than the here. In its food supply. In winter, we are experiencing a deficit of fresh fruit, which is mainly imported from Turkey because the costs of fresh fruit production in Ukraine are higher by a stunning 250% compared with Turkey. Yeah, it's a very long sentence there. Be careful about putting too much information in one sentence. You certainly need a comma after Turkey and before because. Okay, but it's fine. No, that's fine. Therefore, it is conclusive, after therefore also a comma. Therefore, it is conclusively clear that international trade of food helps countries like the Ukraine to be economically effective. On the other hand, although there is a case for protecting the environment by reducing transportation and even supporting local farmers, enriching the variety of foods available on market, the positive impact of international trade cannot be overstated. Okay, this sentence is not as clear as it could be actually. On the other hand, although there is a case for protecting the environment by reducing transportation, that's fine, and even supporting local farmers, okay, if you have a comma there, it helps. Enriching the variety of foods available on the market. Yeah, you're not, the ideas are not connected here. So I think I would either make this into two sentences or change it. So you could say, and even supporting local farmers, comma, okay, then you could say enriching the variety of foods available on the market has a positive impact on international trade, full stop. Delete cannot be overstated. Then that sentence becomes more clearer and better connected, better linked. Okay, this is largely because international trade with overseas logistics generates a lower carbon footprint than ineffective usage of local resources. That's fine. For example, an extensive study by the Academy of Agriculture of Ukraine showed that over 90% of locally consumed energy in rural areas is wasted on planting fruit and berries during the Ukrainian winter. However, in Turkey this number is close to zero thanks to their sunny climate. Oh, again, what you have a tendency to put a lot of information into one sentence, and if you do that, you have to be very, very careful with your linking words. I would actually here make this into 2 sentences, definitely. So if you divide that up, so you can finish at, however in Turkey this number is close to 0 thanks to the sunny climate, full stop. Additionally, so new sentence, capital letter, additionally the amount of burned oil is 3-fold lower there, and this includes transportation costs, not spending, transportation costs. Okay. Consistent with this line of thinking is that agriculture in the winter is more eco-friendly and economically grounded in Turkey than in Ukraine. I wouldn't use this expression consistent with this line of thinking. It doesn't work. It is not quite right there. You could say something like, it could be argued that agriculture in the winter is more eco-friendly and economically grounded in Turkey than in Ukraine. Or it can be seen that at the beginning of the sentence. Okay. Thus, it is possible to state beyond doubt that Ukrainian farmers should focus on international trade during winter time in order to keep their businesses active and reduce their carbon footprint. From the arguments and examples given, I firmly believe that globalized food logistics has a number of tremendously positive effects on the economy, so the economy and ecology, thanks to the market economy, which naturally optimizes all the processes and reduces the costs. That's fine. It is predicted that international food markets will increasingly grow in importance. Okay, good. Okay, what I like about this essay, it's very clear. You've got a clear argument, you've given your opinion, and you've been consistent, which is good, and you've given examples. So you have answered the question and you fulfill the task. Grammatically, what I'd say, be careful. You have a tendency to overload your sentences. Some of your sentences are too long and would simply be better divided. And if you are going to put in a lot of if you're going to put in more than 2 ideas in one sentence, you have to be very careful with your linking words and your relative pronouns. So do be careful of that. If you're not sure, it's actually better to put the information in 2 sentences. Okay. Okay, but overall, well done. Good essay. Okay, so now let's look at your second task, a letter about an absence from an exam. Okay, dear Dr. Johnson and examination committee members, I would like to express my sincere apologies on the matter of my absence from an exam. Very good, nice. I understand the seriousness of the issue, that's very nice, comma, so I would like you to review and accept my explanations if you regard them satisfactory. I think it's a little bit less direct if you were to say, so I hope you will review and accept my explanations, comma, if you regard them satisfactory, rather than I would like you to. Just a little bit less direct. Okay. Unfortunately, I suffered from an unpredictable illness. I wouldn't use the word unpredictable illness. It's not very clear. I think you could say a sudden. I suffered from a sudden illness. So I could not be at the university that day, despite my willingness to be there. Good. I wish I could avoid mentioning any details in this letter, comma, but I have to explain why I could not submit any medical evidence confirming my illness in advance. Good. The reason for that, that's nice, the reason for that is that I was suffering from food poisoning, good, comma, which started on the day of the exam and finished in the evening of the same day. Very nice. Just be careful of, you need to add some commas. Since it was Saturday, I could not get any medical papers the next day because my case was not urgent and all the hospitals were serving only urgent patients. Yes, serving, it's okay actually, or you could say we're only dealing with urgent patients. Just sounds slightly more natural. As a result, As a result, I could visit my family doctor only on Monday, but he found me absolutely healthy by that time. Okay, that's fine, good. However, my illness can be confirmed by my roommates, Please find their letters attached. Good. Please allow me to retake the exam with another group of students or individually at your discretion. Very nice. I like that. I like the use of at your discretion. Yours faithfully. Okay, fine. Just a little point actually with business style of letters. You should say yours sincerely. So if you have the name of the people, like here, Dr. Johnson, you would say yours sincerely. Yours faithfully is only when you don't know the name, like if you've got Dear Sir. Okay, but actually I think this is good. You've definitely fulfilled the task. You've dealt with all the 4 points needed. It's clear, and you've given good reasons and clear explanations. So that's well done. Okay.